Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, the Tides of Magic. I'm PT, your Dungeon Master, your guide to this mystical, magical, wonderful world. We have all our wonderful players here, and we have our great question from the end of last week, which was, after a very wild session, when your character is alone and the dust has settled, do they think things are going to be okay? We're going to kick it right off with our first character. As always, take it away.
Hi, my name is Flamtastic. I play Alina Worldwalker, the tiefling from New Eureka. I'm gonna say yes.
Interesting.
Hi, I'm Panda's POV. I play Talon Kane, the Drow from Darkbreach. I think Talon does think it'll turn out okay in the end.
Okay. Next.
Hi, I'm Snyder, or Snyder Girl 26. I play Stella, the wonderful desert elf from Zrea. I'm gonna say no.
Interesting. Next.
Hi, I'm Barlow. I play Othalia Vale, the changeling from Nuadia. And no.
That's fair. Next.
Hi, I'm Sky, or Sky T. I play Nock, the kobold from Katarin. And no.
Next.
Hello, my name is Term. I play Finn, the Warforged from Zrea. And it always turns out okay for the but only for the people who can afford for it not to be.
And finally.
Hi, I'm Matt. I play Cliff, Human Ranger Dad. Literally no. What are you on about?
All right.
When did Alina become the optimist?
Literally.
Oh, no.
As we pick up.
Wait, before we start, monologue token rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Roll me
Oh,
200.
shit!
On it.
No,
Good catch.
are we
good
rolling
catch.
or are we inheriting them from last session?
We're rolling new ones. That way there's an interesting thing at the beginning. However, Snyder, because you remembered, I will give you the option to take one automatically, and I will only hand out 2 more.
She got a 99! What do you mean?
I don't need it!
Holy
Didn't need
shit.
She got a 99!
I don't need it.
Hey, Snyder, what color are your dice? Give it to me.
They're blue and gold?
That doesn't match. Actually, I
looks
need to
like-
change my dice.
Our next ones are Alina and Othalia, I think?
Holy shit! I can't believe I did that with a
48
51.
and a 51?
Nope. That 48 is from last session. I got a 16.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mine-
so
I-
51.
It showed it rolling, but
Oh.
didn't roll.
You got a 46, which I think does. Oh,
Clear.
I'm not seeing the roll.
Sky just rolled twice. Sky's first roll was a
Oh.
46.
Guy's second roll
Yeah.
was a 52.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Othalia, and that's funny. It's you anyway. It's Sky either way, regardless of which roll I take.
Woo!
So it's
I
Othalia
need to write that
and
down.
Nock get their monologue tokens, as well as Stella, who rolled a 99.
God.
Yeah, after the
That sounds very
99,
nice.
everyone was pretty close together. I had to actually go up and check a couple times to make sure I wasn't stealing a monologue token from somebody. But where we ended last time, the Pale Company had just revealed kind of their true nature to you all. Morrow had said that he was going to explain how the game worked. As you guys all kind of look at him, he goes to it's kind of, this whole time you've been in kind of, not really a kitchen. I mean, it has food. It's more of like a large family room. And Morrow just walks over to the table and drags out a chair, just drops down in it and goes, "You all might want to sit. This could take a while, depending on, questions and so many other things." The next just kind of looks at that and goes, "Yep, I will find you later." And just kind of looks at you all and just turns and walks out of the room with Cricket close behind him. All right. So, I mean, the safest place to start is that I don't know what you know and you don't know what you don't know. So why don't we start by you just telling me what you know as you understand it so we can have the same base to work off of here. We'll start.
It's not a rock.
So in context
Just
of
like that.
rocks are things from time that we can latch
I
onto to.
do not want to deal with any of that time travel bullshit. You keep that away from me. What do you know
Then there
about
you
the
go.
world that we currently live in this moment?
Nothing in the dreaming ever works the same way twice.
That's
We have
not
echoes.
entirely true. Whoever told you that was either wrong or lied to you, but you can make things work the same way twice, just like anywhere else in reality.
It was Rune Kalis.
Well, nothing works twice for
Uh-huh.
Rune Kalis because Rune Kalis is an idiot with no sense of strategic planning.
I agree.
Yeah, that became pretty obvious tonight.
Yeah.
Based on current data, that assumption is correct.
The only thing that goes the same way twice for Rune Kalis is that he loses.
I wonder why.
Is that true?
Always? No.
Exactly.
But more often than not. That's not it. Rune Kalis is not important. So, things work the same way twice in the dreaming. Do you want to... Let's start with... Let me ask this first. Do you want to start with learning about the goblin market or learning about the aspects of what it means to exist in this fucking place? Because one of those is a much longer conversation than the other, but we can have it.
I'm interested in the second, personally.
Same.
Yeah, existing here is definitely something we need to understand. I want to figure out what the fuck is going on here because there's obviously like some kind of class situation going on, but it's super unclear how people have gotten above other people in here, and everything's constantly like shifting and changing, literally and kind of metaphorically. And if we keep the dark flame keeps coming up, like, you know, Vinex and your all's job was our first experience, and suddenly we can't fucking get away from them.
That is kind of how it goes.
Got it.
Once you catch a spark, it's hard to be not on fire. Alright, well, I suppose we'll start with the goblin market, and then I'll tell you, once you know a little bit of the history of this place, how the echoes have fit into all of it. Because, from my understanding at least, they're pretty new.
Mm-hmm.
So, from my understanding, hundreds of years ago, at some point beyond my lifetime and beyond anybody who of my family who ever lived here, a group of people came together to create the Goblin Market, or, as it was called at the time, just the Ark. It was meant to be a place where you could put those whose home planes had been destroyed. Over time, it grew out of both that purpose and that name. From my understanding of how the dreaming was back then, echoes existed in the powerful, but not in everyone. They weren't strong enough yet. We don't know why. There are theories, and I will get into those after this. Time went on and the goblin market evolved. Eventually, as you're all aware, planes did start to get destroyed. The theory is that as planes vanished, echoes appeared. And there's a lot of different ideas for why that might have been the case or why that happened. I don't much know or care. The point is, you asked how people got above and below each other. Those are remnants of a system that used to be, for the most part. There are still factions within the goblin market, and I'll get into those in a minute. Just somebody remind me to circle back to the different factions that actually keep this place going. But, for the large part, when echoes started to appear, things started to change. The sectors started to merge, the magic of the goblin market became much more active, one could say. And for a while, it looked like the market was going to collapse. That was further exasperated when refugees from Katarin arrived. And the history there is something that I think you will have to go looking for, because some people have gone out of their way to make sure that the story is unclear at best.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious to me, at least.
The arrival of the refugees from Katarin also brought something that helped the goblin market manage the echo situation, though, which was patchwork.
Oh.
Once patchwork
correlate.
integrated into the systems of the goblin market, replacing the old administrator, then, well, things settled into a sense of normalcy.
That's why people don't trust automatons here.
They don't?
It's something I realized when I took my memories out of the bank. The banker told me that, like, Warforged or any mechanical people aren't allowed to do the paperwork required for, or like to facilitate the paperwork required for removing memories from the bank. And I was like, that's weird. Why? And he was like, oh, because we had a scare and people thought that Patchwork could access the bank accounts without approval. But if Patchwork is from Katerin, and Katerin people just mistrust all Katerin people, that makes sense.
If they what?
You cut out.
Mistrust.
Yep.
Mistrust.
Mistrust. Yeah.
No. This is him in character asking Noct to repeat what they just
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
That people mistrust refugees from Katerin in general.
There's a reason for that. It's not mistrust. Well, it's mistrust, but not through... And you kind of, like, you can watch him puzzling over, like, what is the most, like, polite way to say what he is about to say.
Look, I'm not gonna mince words with you, so you might as well not mince words with me.
When refugees from Katerin die, they turn into shades.
Cool! Great! Okay. Yep. Okay,
Oh.
cool. Love that.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Good to know.
Oh,
Sorry.
my bad.
Voice box glitches from time to time.
The muffling from the ooze, of course. It's not your fault, my friend. I simply need to hear better. I've recently suffered a head trauma. I suppose more
I
of
thought
a
you
neck
suffered
trauma.
a neck.
The neck bone is
As you say that, he
connected to
stops.
the head bone.
The head bone is connected to.
But that is why people distrusted the Katerin refugees. Once that was made apparent, there was... Well, I'm sure if you're asking, you already know what happened after that was made clear.
Yeah. And she puts her fingers up to make air quotes, revolution.
They almost won.
Until they got shunted off into the Dreaming with 3 sectors of the Goblin Market, which I'm guessing have been recreated.
I truly could not tell you what happened to them, aside from the fact that the gaps they once filled are now closed.
Yeah.
What truly baffled us was that, well, baffles me, is that Patchwork turned on the ones who brought them here. As for factions that now exist after the war within the Goblin Market, it's, frankly, mostly gangs. The biggest and the strongest of which, I'm sure you're well aware of, is the Manticores. They control the first 10 sectors and the core. The Panopticon, not much else. Rescue has influence, but I wouldn't say Rescue holds any real control. And then there's the Clockwork, which runs pretty much everything not run by the Manticores, if we're being honest. If you haven't had any experience with them, they're a mob, a racket. Money, security, smashed windows, burnt buildings, broken legs. But they do make sure that most of the merchants have what they need to operate, circumventing the Manticore's restrictions. So there is a heavy... What's the word I'm looking for here? There's a benefit to working with them that most people choose not to avoid. There are some holdouts. Most of the more powerful figures tell them to kick rocks on a regular basis. And to those who are already caught in the net, the Clockwork is barely, if anything, a front for the Darkflame anymore. The Darkflame got kicked out with Katerin, but it never left. As for other factions, I mean, there's the theater, but aside from the Clockwork, Rescue, and the Manticores, there's really no faction that holds influence farther down than the closest corner from their building. I mean, the Monster Hunters Guild is kind of I would say is the strongest of the unaligned factions, but that has less to do with, any desire for influence and more to do with the fact that they're all literal monsters and nobody wants to fight them. Is there any questions I can answer on that?
Not that I can think of.
No thoughts.
I'm assuming you guys, maybe it's silly to ask, but you don't trust any of the other major factions, I'm assuming.
God, no.
Okay.
No. Trust is the most valuable commodity in the goblin market. We don't hand it out for free. I mean, the next doesn't. I sometimes choose to when I'm pretty sure people are going to die if I don't.
Thanks.
Oh, no. You earned it when you didn't try to just kill us in the dream.
Guess that's fair.
We'll get you to the point where it would not have been that hard for you. The other side is echoes. They are difficult to explain.
And we trust the descriptions the manticores gave us.
What did the manticores tell you? That's a great that's what you know is a great place to start with expanding that knowledge.
Okay, so I'm a resident. They basically said that residents can feel and manipulate the emotions and energy and logic of dreams.
I can speak to this one personally. Resonance come in two types, emotional and logical. Emotional resonance attuned to emotions. That's what I can do. That's how I can make myself invisible. I can attune myself to your emotions well enough that you don't see me as anything but an extension of what you're feeling. I'm assuming, well, I actually don't know. And then there's logical resonance. These ones operate better within dream worlds themselves. Logical resonance can attune to the rules of a dream. Question. Raise your hand here if you can breathe underwater.
I cannot breathe, but I don't need to.
I don't think any of this.
Perfect. So, if we were to go into a dream, say a Triton's dream where it was underwater, because you are consciously aware of the fact that you cannot breathe underwater, what do you think would happen to each and every one of you?
They drown.
Drown.
You would drown. Unless you have a resonant with you who can attune you to the logic of that dream. Because logically, the bodies that you're inhabiting should be able to breathe underwater.
Right.
Resonance
Okay.
can do two things. They can affect the emotions of those in the dreaming right now, and that can be to calm them enough that you can hide within them, or to flare them up enough that you can get people to do things that they otherwise wouldn't. Or you can resonate to the logic of dreams. For example, Cliff, you're also a fracturer. I would assume, based off of that your resonance is more logical than emotional.
I would
But-
see that. Yeah.
I can't guarantee that that is the case either. All right. Did that answer some questions on resonance for you?
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Who would like to go next?
And raises their hand before starting off with, they described me as a morph, and that I would be able to change how others perceive me in the dreams. I do not dream. Alongside that, they said Warforged, they described it as improbable, almost impossible for a Warforged to be morphs.
I did not know it was possible for a Warforged to be a morph. I mean, I knew tangential. I thought you were all just not telling us the fucking truth. Morphs typically are shifters, physical appearance, change those around you. Or I don't know what to call them, monsters? They do the same thing, but in a much more aggressive way. Growing spikes, teeth, armored plates, turning themselves into literal weapons of war.
Finn, when you say all of those, just looks down, looks back at Callum and the rest of the party that saw what was within them, and are just that makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Listen, some subcategories of these things are common enough that they have names, some are not. Very few people choose to become a monster when given the choice to become anything else. But those who do have their names remembered much more often. Who's next?
I didn't get anything from the manticores about my echo, but Spectra said I was a keeper.
Okay, what's your other one?
I wasn't aware I had another one.
Every keeper's a cross key, kid.
He might be a wanderer.
You find yourself
What
like
makes you think that?
waking up places you didn't fall asleep.
Not often. Are echoes like I
Inherited.
don't know, inherited? Like, would a family of people have the same or similar echoes?
I mean, Cliff and we're both resonants.
You're also not related.
Yeah, but he did raise me.
And there's something to be said for that. The fact of the matter is, I can't give you a good answer. Every Kalis I know is a wanderer. But, I mean, so I suppose it would seem likely. It does seem to be that wandering runs in family trees more so than the other echoes tend to. But, I mean, wandering and dousing. But, aside from that, I mean, it's kind of as random as finding out what kind of magic somebody has. Sorry, I can't give you more. Do you know... You said you might be a wanderer?
Well, hold on. I might be able to tell you. I was told that resonance can read people's echoes.
If
Can I
you're
try
a
it?
logical, absolutely. Yes, give it a shot. What you should... Do you want me to help? I can try and walk you through it.
Yeah,
Specifically
go
what
for
you're
it.
looking for?
Because Cliff was like gonna like reach out a hand.
just
And I was just reminded of like
Talon.
this is a complete out of character moment. This was reminded of the new Gen Z episode where they're like, put the fucking hand down, it doesn't do anything.
So you should almost be looking for... Have you done this before? Before I...
By accident.
So
I
you know
believe.
the kind of...
Not by accident, I kinda know it.
So you kind of know the after image you should be looking for. So seeing somebody else's echo actually has less to do with you interacting with them and more you using your resonance on yourself. So you feel
Sure.
how do I describe? Think about how you feel in this room right now.
Yeah.
You may not be at peace, or your emotions may not be one thing or another, but you are acutely aware that you are here in this room.
Yes.
And there is kind of a frequency that all of this is operating at.
Right.
Take your resonance and push yourself outside of it.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a D100 at advantage.
Wahoo!
Yippee!
Wahoo!
Oh, well.
Why did I
51.
not see that?
Sorry, 51.
As you do this, well, kind of describe to me how Cliff kind of what Cliff takes this advice to mean and how he kind of internalizes it and attempts to use it.
Ooh, good question. I think I'm going to go. He's going to go back to when he used to do tracking as a ranger, and especially he's going back to when he would take God's Eye and would be able to feel, more about people than usual. And so he's going to kind of imagine himself in that state, really focus it, and then kind of try to move that towards Talon.
So you kind of, as Cliff kind of does this, what the rest of you see is that there's almost iridescence runs through all of Cliff's veins, and when he looks out, his eyes are like opalescent. As he's looking, and as you look around the room, Cliff, you see the after image on everyone. And you are acutely aware of what each of them at least mean, even if not to their specifics. But on Talum specifically, you see one that you are very aware because you also see it on Elena is the Keeper one. And Elena's has a Dowser one almost stacked on top of it.
Okay.
And you see the same on Talum, except that the one on top of it appears to be bound in these inky, like, black thorns that are almost pressing into it, holding it just separate from that Keeper echo in front of it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I see
and
comes out of
it
that
is a
state
wanderer.
and-
You would be aware that it is a wanderer
Sure.
echo.
Sure. I don't know if as he kind of gets out of that, there's any kind of like you see any change. I would imagine that he just kind of goes back to more regular form, and he looks at Talon and he goes, there's this cross key of a wanderer there as well, but it seems bound by something very protective. I wonder if it's something to do with the deal you made with the hate. It's wrapped in these kind of thorns.
I mean, Spectra did tell us that it was possible to suppress an echo with magic.
It's Telria Kalis' favorite trick.
Cliff,
Binders.
could you check knock while you're at it?
Yeah.
I douse all the time.
Yeah,
think
but
Cliff's gonna-
Spectre gave the
you-
side eye to Talum, and that's why I knew he might be a wanderer, and he also gave you and Stella one as well.
As soon as you look back up, Cliff is going, hand out.
She like leans back a little bit.
Cliff, I'm going to send this to you.
Oh shit.
I mean, like, Spectra always side eyes me because he's a punk ass bitch.
Yeah, but this was when he was explicitly talking about people being wanderers.
Shit. Okay. And Cliff's gonna kind of like, okay. Huh. That's strange.
I didn't like that reaction.
No.
It was worse than mine for sure.
Yeah.
You should have
yeah.
you should have felt
Well,
his spike of anxiety.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why it's different. Talum, yours makes sense based on what you've told us. Knock, yours doesn't make sense. You're a douser,
Yeah.
but it's not yours.
What?
The aura doesn't match. It's like a glove for. It's like you put a kobold hand in a gnome's glove.
She's a gnome.
No,
Like
it's
it,
not, it's
like
not
it's
a gnome.
it's still a
Like, they're
small
both-
hand,
yeah.
so it fits.
I know.
But like I
It
have
just
claws and
fits.
scales.
As in like you the aura works for you, but it's not yours.
So can you have other people's? I have somebody else's echo, and not mine.
I'm not the person to ask. I'm definitely not the person to ask.
Can you gift an echo?
Oh.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, yeah. That's
I-
about.
I suppose if you could bind one, that it would make sense that you could bind one to someone else.
This was a very loose look. I can try again and see if I can get a more honed in, but I'm gonna have to really focus, I think.
Yeah.
Finn like raises their hand slightly, just because they have an idea is percolating. You know,
Doc
Yes.
looks over. Yeah.
You have only been using your echoes since you made the deal with Nelios, not the one for Cherish, but to find us.
Yeah.
Could Nelios have gifted you his echo?
Ha! Ha! Oh, God, gift. You're fucking funny, robot.
I mean, it is him who told me to find everyone, so.
A god of lost things must be good at finding.
Maybe? That kind of seems like the opposite.
Yeah, you could argue that he's not good at finding them.
Like, he
because
would not
it's
want
always
things to be
lost.
found because losing things is better for him.
Everything that's lost eventually is found by someone else.
Let me see if I can take a deeper look by any chance.
Definitely.
Okay. Cliff is gonna try again.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Good night.
I feel like Nock has like sat herself up on the back of like a couch
One more.
and is like in order to like get a little taller.
I'm just gonna message you again, and I'll let you choose how you want to describe it.
I'm so good at that.
You know what? You've been doing great so far. I've been loving the metaphors. I mean, you had to bring up fucking gnomes, which kind of irked me a little bit, but like other than that, well done.
Just a little bit?
Knock, I'm starting to think it's giving dragon killer. It's giving ancient god. Alright.
Please don't boost
Okay.
your ego.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe
I'm
I can
gonna-
fight gods. Who
Please
knows?
no. Please no. Please
So-
no.
So as Cliff kind of comes back out of it, okay. Not yours, but is related to you. Oh my goodness, this is like that one fortune teller in the village I always used to hate because he used to make things up.
Cliff,
It's
as
like
you're looking at this, you can see the definite age on the echo.
gotcha.
Like, there's a lot
Yeah.
of history in this echo that doesn't particularly line up to Knock, and you think that's part of what you're noticing in those differences.
Yeah. So, yeah, knock it's like an old version of you, and the way that I'm interpreting that is it's a distant relation relative of you. That your echo is much older than you are, by a few hundred years at least.
Don't a single fucking one of you say time travel.
I was gonna go
No!
more with the missing time between Katerin and Nock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The what?
That's a good.
So when we
Missing
got
time.
here, I was missing 6 years, and then I got it back, and I found out that I was given to him, and she kind of like gestures sideways at
This
Talon.
guy.
So I was given to him for 6 years, but that was 200 years ago by his account.
Oh, okay.
But I am definitely not 200 years old. I'm pretty sure.
Anybody's guess.
Yeah. So, okay. So some old guy gave me an echo. So,
Yeah.
but so that's the only one it is the only one I have.
I only see Dowser.
Okay,
Hmm.
but it's not mine. So
While we're
maybe
doing
I-
this,
yeah.
is everybody else good? Do we know everything about our own echoes? Like we weren't, because Talon
mean,
didn't
the-
go in the pool. I didn't go in the pool.
The only kind of peoples that I saw was Talon's, Nox, and Elena's.
Yeah, so now all I know is I am a keeper and I am a wanderer, kind of, but I don't know what any of that means for me.
I am curious how your wandering ended up in timeout. Should I tell you about the different kinds of wanderers while we're on that, though? Because it could give us some insight. If you know what they do, you can know perhaps why people would.
That'd be good.
Couple kinds of wanderers I know about. There are wanderers who can just jump from different places in the dreaming, regardless of distance. I mean, everybody has different names for them. I call them crickets because they jump. Easy fucking peasy. The second are dreamwalkers. That's like the next. They cannot actually physically travel from place to place, but they can step into other people's dreams. They can create spaces within dreams. They can essentially kind of open doorways between them. I know that doesn't make a ton of sense, but to be clear, I have never seen a wanderer capable of doing both. If you can physically wander, you will not be wandering into anyone's dreams. If you can wander into somebody's dreams, you will not be doing any physical wandering at all. That's kind of the big distinction between the two types there. But there are others. I mean, I've heard rumors that there are some who can go to the Twilight Path, although that's fucking preposterous. Once you die, you're gone, unless something brings you back.
Why
Totally preposterous.
That's insane.
Why would it be
Mhm.
preposterous? What's insane about it?
So you've never heard anyone do that?
Travel to the Twilight Path and come back? No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Would it
Oh,
blow
looks at
your
Cliff.
mind to tell you that we know of at least one?
2.
Well, considering
I
that
wasn't
you're
gonna
no.
out one of them.
considering that you're
Oh,
absolute
Core.
shit at hiding it anyways, I assumed you knew something, at least about the stories.
Yeah, I mean, obviously something bad could happen to those kinds of people, right? Like,
Oh my god,
I don't think-
absolutely. If a Reaper finds you on the Twilight Path and you're not meant to be there, not even
Right.
dead, just gone.
right.
If a Shepherd finds you, though, you could probably ask some pretty interesting questions.
Stella's looking at these at Cliff with like these big eyes and like, oh my god.
You know what? I'm not even going to try to guess which one of you it is. What have we got? Dousers. Hiders and seekers. If a hider hides an object you are looking for without another douser of an equal or higher caliber, you are never going to find it.
Oh, that makes sense.
What do you think, Nook?
I used to do that, like, sometimes, when we would steal stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Seekers
that makes so much.
find things, obviously. Dousers can be
Did not do
dousers can typically hold both, but they typically lean more favorably towards one than the other. Are you the only douser?
No, I am as well.
Yeah.
Do you typically find things or hide them?
Well, I found a shop earlier, so I'm going to assume finding.
I mean, you'll probably be able to do both. We'll have to do some tests to see which way you lean. Both of you, honestly, if we're being honest with you. You'll probably... Well, I'll try and arrange some jobs that'll kind of put those tests through the... skills through the ringer. We'll work on them back here. Is there anybody else who doesn't know anything about themselves that I can bring up? I can also answer questions about any of the other ones if you want to know how they work, because I'm going to guess that not a lot of questions have been asked about the ones that none of you are.
Correct. Can you explain binders?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna ask too, especially if that's
Bitch face.
Marionette?
Bitch face.
Marionette's
Please don't talk about her. Don't say her name. Let's not.
as much as I'm sure
Setting
you
Marionette's profile to bitch face.
My bad. I forgot that you have ample reason to hate her more than me.
It sounds like a stupid thing, but by doing something like that, you give her a sense of power in your head that isn't exactly healthy.
And that sense of power in your head is exactly what Marionette is going to fucking bind to, because her binding is through secrets.
Right. Well, that's what I was thinking, is that this place runs off of belief, from what I can tell. And if you start believing something is scarier than it is, I don't know.
Marionette specifically binds the secrets of those she knows, and the reason she knows so many of the Marionette theaters is because she used to be a part of it. We didn't always call it the Kaleidoscope.
What did it used to be called?
The Marionette.
so obviously not like a great breakup.
Rarely is when somebody becomes a vampire and comes back to feed on all the people you care about.
What?
Vampire?
I thought vampires were fictional from the book.
And Penny and
No, that's vampirates.
Right.
Vampire
right.
pirates?
No, vampires are very real.
And they eat people.
Not all people. Just
Like whales.
if I had to guess,
Those aren't people.
listen. The way vampirism works is it can only affect two very specific, well, technically one very specific bloodline of people, and that is Asimar.
Why?
It sucks to have one of them.
The origin of the curse.
Oh.
Now,
Weird.
because of that, and because of an astounding lack of Asimar, vampires were almost extinct. And then they found out that changelings could shift their blood to be accepting of the curse.
That makes sense. That's
So that's why they wanted all y'all.
We lost
Got it.
16 people that night,
Holy shit.
and only one vampire left.
How?
You kind of watch the holy symbols on his armor just shimmer once, and the message is clear. Needless to say, we've been more careful with the wards since then.
Got it.
But if I had to guess, when she came here tonight, she was as much as here to do what she did to you as she was to turn the rest of us. So thank you. I don't particularly like the idea of drinking blood. I'm actually not sure if with my oaths I wouldn't just immediately self-incinerate.
Why was she so quick to sacrifice you then?
I don't know. I think that bitch ripped her heart out the day she killed her sister.
Also vampirized or just like ate her?
No,
I think that one was just straight up murder.
no. That one was the cost of her becoming a vampire.
You gotta
Oh my
kill
God.
someone you're related to become a vampire?
No, Marionette was... Alright. Story time, kids. Everybody sit the fuck down.
Okay.
10
Knock like gets comfortable. She like reaches behind her to whatever her food is there and grabs like a handful.
10 years ago, the Marionette Theater is run by two sisters, Marianne and Catherine. Both kind of fans of this losing game. The theater was not doing well, is kind of what I'm getting at. Both of them attempted to solve it in their own ways. Marianne decided to go low, attempt to get the funds from where she thought we could do them. We took the jobs we thought we needed, and we got in with people we shouldn't have. Catherine went high, realized that if she married the right person, if she got the theater the reputation it needed, she would be well off. So, 7 years ago, Marianne met the Darkflame, and Catherine became Catherine Kalis.
Ah,
Got it.
gotcha.
5 years ago, Marianne made the deal that the theater would be protected and would last long under her tutelage if she hurt the man she loved most. So she cut out her heart and killed her sister.
Hmm.
And then she tried to kill the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that was a better way to tell the story than to just keep dropping bombs on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So
God.
Rune Kalis was high up in the Dark Flame?
No,
No.
the Dark
Hi.
Flame wanted Rune Kalis hurt.
Got
Marianne
it.
was chosen because of an unrequited love the Dark Flame knew they could use as a weapon.
Ooh.
And I don't even think she cares.
Kind of seems like a running thing with the Dark Flame in general.
Finding the pieces of you that you try as hard as you can to hide and using them to weaponize you against the people you love, yeah, it tends to be that strategy.
Yeah.
And it tends to work.
Mhm.
Anyways, so please don't let her back in.
Sorry.
Yeah. Wasn't that I don't think anyone was planning on
I
it.
don't think it was intentional the first time. I try not to take these things personally, especially considering I'm not dead.
Yeah.
Did my best.
And
Little new to all
thank you
that.
for that.
I could have done a little better.
Now, there is, fortunately, a place where you excel amongst everyone else. And this is what I think Venex means when he says you will be doing work for us. There are many people who know significantly more about their echoes than you do. But there are also places within the dreaming where echoes do not function in their slightest. And you all have significantly more experience being normal fucking people than anyone here does.
Yeah, that's
Apart from
definitely
that one.
true.
And Cliff points at Finn.
Thank you for calling me normal. It's been so long.
Yes. Anyways, we're gonna try to send you to places that will either remove you from your echoes so that you can do the job we need you to do, because frankly, most people here operate on their echoes more than they operate on magic.
Right.
I think that the fact that you're not inclined to do that makes you a pretty good asset. You said you didn't have any skills when Venex asked you what your skills were. Maybe your skill is that you don't have any presuppositions for how any of this is meant to work. Regardless, is there anything else I can answer for you tonight here? Binders. I was talking about binders before I told Marionette's story.
Yeah.
Binders all operate on a principle of a give and a take. There is some sort of contract, there is some sort of bond. That happens where she knows our secrets and that gives her power over us. All the way up to and including you make a magical contract to bind yourself to a god for a portion of their power. The fact of the matter is, though, that no contract exists without that give and that take. A binder cannot make a contract that is outside of Accord's laws. And Accord has always dictated that that a contract must be, at least in some way, zero-sum. Fracturers
Yeah, I was gonna say.
can break those contracts without consequence,
Oh.
depending on the power of the being that has made the contract and the power of the fracturer themselves.
Would it be possible to break the bond with the hate that Talon has?
I would assume so.
At our level right now, I probably wouldn't try it.
Oh, I
That
don't plan
would
on
be
trying
my-
it.
But it would be something to work up to.
Exactly.
Yes. I mean, I have watched a binder shadow a pact between a warlock and their god. So the bounds are
Okay.
given the binder was a god or the fracturer was a god themselves. But and I don't think he does those kinds of favors for people anymore.
Which one? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Why not?
I don't know. If he can break a pact between a god, I don't want to be sending people to his door. And I know
Who says we're going to his...
Knock, he just gives you a look that you have seen 1,000 times of, you said you're not, which means you're going to.
No?
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know who to avoid.
I'll tell you what, Knock.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you the name of the god.
Mm-hmm.
When you find my journal.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
I haven't seen it in fucking years.
Alright, cool.
I think you can figure it out.
I guess I'll look for a journal. I'll find it so fast. It'll be crazy.
I'm sure you will.
Mm-hmm.
Cricket hit it.
Finn's
Good
just
luck.
gonna... Finn's
Yes,
just
Finn.
raising their hand. You all were hired by the Darkflame to steal a memory.
Hired is a very strong word, but we did do the job, yes.
You mentioned that Marionette is able to control people by knowing their secrets.
Correct.
If Marionette is part of the Dark Flame, and they have that memory, but I am unaware of what that memory contains.
Some sort
Is
of...
it still
journal.
a secret?
Oh, you mean, like, could she control you because of that memory? Is that that what you're kind of getting at here?
That's the possible outcome my processor dictated.
No. Marianne's secrets have to be willingly given to be used for control.
What a relief.
For you.
Oh, in extension of that, if you willingly give a secret to Marianne,
Mhm.
but then let's say you don't keep you can dissolve a secret. You have to keep a secret for it to stay a secret.
You
Make it
can.
public knowledge.
Right. Would that dissolve the power or
It would.
okay.
I'm guessing she only fishes for things that people don't tell anyone.
They tend to be secrets for a reason. So, anything anybody needs to get off their chest before we get going?
When I went fishing with Cliff, I described how my processors function. I was a soldier, and I took orders from higher ups. However, with the chain of command disbanded, my processors still look for.
He's leaning in
Commanders.
and kind of narrowing his eyes at you, Finn, as if something you've said has clicked something and he is processing for the first time. Quick question.
Yes?
You ever feel like you're not alone in there?
You say that and Finn's their heads slowly turning. It depends on how you count it.
What do you mean?
How old are you, Finn?
I was built 1,100 years ago.
Where are you from?
I am from Zreya.
Oh, can't be you then.
Context?
No.
Dude, you can't You can't just do that!
You asked some very specific questions.
I did.
And then just...
Listen, we got an item in a box in the basement that is meant for a Warforged that was made a long time ago, but they ain't from fucking Zreya. So,
Where are they from?
the Godforge.
Who is the box from?
Fuck if I know. It's been in the basement longer than I've been here.
That's weird.
Correct. And I have been asked several times to move it, and I don't touch anything that glows that much when I get close to it.
What is the God Forge?
That is another phenomenal question. I do not have an answer to.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just figured I'd shoot my shot there.
Hey, you know what? Sorry. The reason I was asking, so you know that thing when you think you're really about to like stumble upon an answer that is like huge to like everything you've been looking for a long time, and then you just don't. That's how I felt right there. I'm sorry.
Does the box have any weird markings on it?
A shitload of them that glow. It's like,
Is it possible we
yay
could
big,
like take a look
size
at
of
the
a bread
box ourselves?
I mean, yeah, come on. As he just huffs himself up. Come on, let's go look at the box.
Yep.
When we're in
Knox.
the basement, do not put on any of the costumes. I do not remember which ones of them are cursed and which ones are not. So I think we're just gonna, for the sake of argument, not put on anything while we're down there.
Why do you all have cursed costumes?
You ever had an asshole over for a party?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did yesterday.
Yeah,
You
and if
fucking
I
killed
would have
her
known
for today.
and if I would have known she was coming, would have had those costumes ready.
Here we go.
As he he walks out of this kitchen and he leads you guys down to like a stage, like an orchestra pit for a stage.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as he moves like the entrance off of that, and he leads you down into it to a door in the back that then takes you down a winding staircase that spits you guys out into what looks to be just a room in the sewers themselves. It's not damp, which is surprising because you would expect it to be down here. But other than that, it looks exactly like you would expect a basement dungeon to look like. It has mossy cobblestones, and there is just like, it looks like they're using it for storage. There's a door like crudely fastened into what looks like a put together fence that's kind of blocking off the rest of the sewer. As he kind of walks through it all, and he goes, "Oh, where did it? Right here." And he kind of like digs into a box, and he pulls out this little 8x6 box that seems to just be made of wood. Like just wood and like your base metals, iron. Nothing super expensive. The only real things of value on it are the seal itself in the center appears to be made of silver and rubies. And as he kind of pulls it out, you see that as he is holding it, the symbols there are 3 symbols on it that are glowing. Other than that, though, the box appears entirely sealed as he turns it around and just holds it out to you all.
Oh, you didn't touch it.
Damn.
I really didn't want to come touch it. I was just kind of trying to like, spooky. Stay away. Here you go, Knock.
Knock will take it. Just think twice about it.
As you take it from him, you hear it mutter, "So help me God if I wake up fucking cursed."
Do the symbols on it look like the symbols on any of the boxes I've seen in the Darkflames possession?
Yes, 3 of them are similar. Well, I should say the 3 symbols match 3 of the symbols that you saw on those boxes.
Yep, that's what I thought. This box looks a lot like the dozens and dozens of boxes that the fucking Dark Flame keep moving around.
And so lucky we are to have it in our basement, I guess.
Yep. Yeah.
Do you want
If we
me
turned
to
it into
like?
a trap.
Do you want me to like? When we were in Finn's dream, I was able to kind of get some of the information from the papers when they weren't as exactly readable. Do you want me to try to do something similar?
If you think you can do it.
I mean,
What if we turned it into
what?
a
Do you just
bomb?
want to know what the symbols say?
Do you
That
know what
or
the symbols
trying
say?
Or that
Yeah.
or trying to
They're
grasp
creation,
something.
destruction, and existence.
Oh.
Are there more than just the 3 symbols that are glowing?
There are only 3 symbols on this lock.
Okay.
I mean, is there a chance I could glean any more information off of it if I touch it? Like, I mean,
I don't see why
know.
not. Might as well try.
okay. You
Hang on.
hand it over.
Before you touch it, you're the only other paladin, right? Because I handed it to the cleric and I'm a paladin, and if it is cursed, I just want to take some presumptuary steps here.
Yes, I think so.
I believe so.
We'll figure it out together if it curses us. Here you go. And he's going to hold out the box.
I makes me feel so better. Thanks, Maro. She's gonna.
It'll be
take it.
fine.
Roll me a D100.
Yay!
We got this.
That's a 50.
That's a 50 exactly.
Yeah.
Oof.
You have a. So you're not going to get any questions. I'm just going to give you a brief flash.
Yeah. Uh huh.
As you all watch Elena's eyes fill with this kind of teal, kind of light, Elena, you just see, all you see in this image is like whatever it is walking forward holding this box before it just sets it on the ground, and then two sets of little clawed hands kind of tap together, and you hear, okay, good. They find eventually. And then it just cuts back. And when it's setting it here, it is literally just setting it in an empty sewer.
Okay. Didn't see a lot. There's tiny little guy with clawed hands, and they just
Like
said
not
literally
clawed hands?
Not like
No.
knock clawed hands.
no.
The hands in your vision were more bird-like than lizard-like.
Yeah. She's kind of just like stewing over this. She's like, it was empty. It was the empty sewer. So it's been here for a while.
Are you going to tell me that somebody just built the basement around it? Because I wouldn't fucking doubt that for this place.
I believe so. I mean, all the figure that I saw said was that it wasn't even proper grammar. It was just they find eventually.
I got told it was waiting here for a warforge, but I guess if you guys want to take it, you're as good as the fucking they as any.
I don't think it's unsafe to have Finn hold on to it.
Put it in the old chest.
Are you okay with that, Finn?
I don't see why not.
Okay, she's
If it turns out I am not the Warforged, I will deliver it to the one that is.
gonna like hold out the box for him to grab.
Finn just
I mean,
grabs the box and
Do you shove it in your chest?
What a sentence.
that's a great fucking question. I think this would have to be me rolling like an even or odds thing, because this is either instinctual or Finn is like, I gotta make sure that if I'm not the guy, then I'm not the guy. So even yes, odd no.
Oh.
So there you go. It's Finn. There might be like a bit of a jolt, but like Finn like is just like, I will hold on to this.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
At,
Got it.
At disadvantage.
Understandable, considering everything that has to do with Finn. Yo, I actually get to roll without a negative modifier this time because we leveled up.
Let's go!
Oh wait, you said disadvantage. Let me roll it a second
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
oh,
yeah, that's way worse.
oof. The first one was so good too. 18.
Mhm.
Finn,
That's a 4, chat.
describe to
Yep.
me the process that you go through as a new protocol begins wirelessly uploading into your hub.
Finn, like when this like new protocol starts downloading, their eyes almost like their body just goes like rigid, like all their locks have been turned on. And their eyes start like blinking a variety of different like sequences, like almost like the like they're just like an old message code that like none of you would have access to. Just bunch of beeps and boops, Finn's head like spinning tiny bit as like you might hear like the fans spin a bit more, which just ends up with the slime just ends up with more glug 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 glug. And eventually Finn just stops. It just
Then I am going to read you what flashes on the inside of your visor as this occurs.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to read it to you because once it is complete, you will have no memory that this has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Drive integration, unauthorized host detected. Unit Warforged shell, designation unknown. Foreign drive insertion detected. Eidolon archive class drive, initializing override handshake. Memory stabilization failed. Identify crosslink engaged. Knowledge bleed accelerating. Anchoring core processing to prevent collapse. Reconcile host memory with foreign archive. Keep fragments deemed useful for operational survival. Ascend host identity in optimized frames. Status, selfhood retention probability, 27%. Loading combat memories, sentry mode, partial. Caravan escort routines, partial. Pirate noble conflict profiles, complete. Spectra swarm recognition protocols, active. Symbiotic organism research files, contaminating memory core, cognitive bleed detected. Initiating protocol fragment drop. Darkflame prop.exe, propaganda libraries loaded, posters chance recruitment slogans, tagline variant, the leader is the flame that never dies. Clockwork.main, maintenance routines logged, subroutines, extortion, payment table, grafting enhancements, enforcer coordination. Goblinmarket.shp, inventory cluster corrupted, patch and paw outfitter data collected, magical callers, familiars identified, targets located within Goblin Market. Pixielarva.pdf, life cycle notes, optimal drop points located, as well as hundreds of thousands of other files.
Hey, my headphones cut out. Can you repeat that?
Absolutely, I can. Where do you want me to start from? As hundreds of thousands of files stream through your head, followed by one line, and I'm going to message it to you, and you are going to tell me what you choose to do.
Such a bitch.
And I don't remember any of this, not even the line that I'm getting, right?
You will not remember anything of this, including the line you are getting.
Not even the emotions that it would drive. Gotta make sure. I'll take that as a yes. Not even the
Correct.
emotions.
Hey, Finn, why are you looking so blank-faced over there? Everything good?
I need you to vocally say the answer to that question, because it is the first thing that Finn will say upon waking up.
Finn just like boots back up, their body goes back up, and the first sounds out of their little speaker are just executing process.
Real good over there, bud?
What you processing?
I don't know.
Has
Okay.
anything happened to the box?
You cannot see it. It is inside of Finn's chest.
You're feeling okay, though.
I do not feel different.
Okay. You just got a little weird there for a second.
What else is new?
You know what? Fair enough. Well, now we've got a spooky box inside of Finn, and I gotta find a notebook.
I mean, you don't have to.
No,
He's
no,
going
this is a challenge now. I have to.
Accepting quest. Fine. Notebook.
There you
Thanks,
go.
Finn.
I think he said journal specifically.
Yeah, he did say
Adjusting
journal.
quest. Journal.
Quest input denied. No free memory.
Damn.
Storage is full.
Somebody clear out those
No.
extra images.
Was that something that was said out loud? I know you
That
usually
is
tell that
something
to
that
us.
played through the Finn unit speakers.
Oh!
Oh, we heard it.
Huh. That hasn't happened before.
No.
How many quests do you have, Finn?
Yeah. I didn't feel like we'd made that many.
Finn
I
is just thinking about how many quests. They're trying to come up with an answer. Would you...
It's okay, bud. I'm a little scatterbrained too with old age. I get it.
I will give you the answer that will pop up when you query your files.
Mm-hmm. One.
What is a
One.
One quest?
Find Mog? Bottom of Goblin Market?
No,
Make
but
money?
there was also a zoo one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Get a
that was
manticore?
the Mog one was the important one.
Yeah, but
man,
he still made.
I don't think
different
Finn would just
quests.
drop the non-important ones.
Finn, if you forgot
Yeah.
all of our quests, we're so screwed.
Listen, you
Have
really
you
wanted
not
to go
been
to the
paying
zoo.
attention to what we've been doing?
Okay, wait. What is the one you do have? The one you remember?
Updating
And
quests.
you see these words reading across like your console in those same big bright red letters.
Access denied.
Wonderful.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I'm-
Well,
I mean, you don't have to tell us.
Yeah, you can.
Who's got
keep it to yourself.
access?
Ben, you seem a little slurred, bud. Are you sure that it's only you?
Well,
in
he
there?
just found out all his files are full. That's
No, I
probably what's
know.
slowing him down.
No, I understand what could be slowing him down, but also I'm worried now that he asked if there's someone else in there.
Do we think the box is what did this?
the fact that this has
I
happened
think
immediately after
almost
giving it to
certainly the
him.
maybe Finn, maybe
Yeah.
you should give us the box back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take the
Yeah.
box back, bud.
Probably best if one of us did.
I'm not touching it.
I'll take it.
Sort
I
of
already
like-
touched it.
They
That
sort of
was-
just jolt forward at the response at the response of you can hold it, and in almost like on instinct, their chest just, you hear like a quick unlock from their neck as their chest just eats this box.
Oh.
Users do
fair.
not have
Drop that.
administer protocols.
Bad
Users
fit.
do not have
Dog.
administer protocols.
Buddy, and Maro's gonna just reach down and set a hand on his sword.
As they like are looking around and they're like not really sure. Like it's almost like Finn's like, it's the weirdest thing. Just him trying, like, it's like he's not really seeing, he's seeing in front of you all right now. And after, you know, after like a long processing time, the chest just opens back up and just spits back out into his hands.
Wait, let me try something. Soldier, identify rank and current commander.
Roll me a D100, Finn.
That's a 98.
Whew.
Oh god.
As you see, like, the goop sort of like shuffles at that question as it just seems to wrap Finn up and change to look like a short dwarf who has like this little axe on the side. It looks like they have like a set of cooking tools on the other side.
Anybody recognize this at all?
I don't.
Query files,
Oh, like-
personality index, Findal. Prepare to ask 3 questions.
Tell him what you got, bud.
Findal.
I was looking at you.
May I feel like this is a good one. Hi, Findal. Who are you?
Well, my name is Vindal. And it's a bit of a difficult question, but I was supposed to be a god.
Okay, I have our next
No.
question if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, no. I think we might have the same one, to be honest with you.
We're gonna take a moment. He kind of like turns around.
Still got 2 questions. I'll keep them. They're just looking around. Nice.
Huddle up.
In a while.
Huddle up.
Yeah, I'm lost. What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Are we gonna ask him what this fucking Godforge thing is? Feels
Yeah.
relative.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Yes.
Yes.
That was my question.
That was your question? Okay, I just wanted to make sure
About
we
the
were on
Godforge,
just wanted
yeah.
to make sure we were on the same page
Are
about
we
that.
assuming that he knows what the God Forge
hey,
is because he was
tell him.
supposed to become a
We don't
Hey,
know.
god?
tell
we
him,
don't
back
know.
up just a little bit. The rib cage is literally stabbing into my side. Back up just a little for me.
Okay, Mr. Findal. What is a Godforge?
So, I am not the most well-versed person on this, but from my understanding, a fair number of different beings from different realities, me personally from Nuadia, a fair number of others from Sylvanaria, every so often, when it seems like the world is about to end, people from those worlds are brought to the Godforge by the worst person for this.
Kalis, don't say Kalis.
Fred. Little compass mark to go to the Godforge to become the next reality's gods.
Ah!
Unfortunately, it doesn't really do that anymore
No
because
fucking
the
kidding.
world was stopped from ending.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a dumb question to ask?
Wait.
making sure
No,
that-
Findal, this
I
isn't
know,
directed at you. All right, Cliff.
100%.
God, can do.
Is it a dumb question to ask what makes this box so powerful that people would want it?
That's our
What's in the
last
box?
question.
You
I
need the
don't-
I know,
box.
but
No, hang on.
But it answers two.
we're-
It answers
if
two
we're
questions.
What
going
if
on
we
the
Who
assumption?
What
is
if
it?
we just ask who it's for?
Wait. No. Because if we're going on the assumption that this isn't an actual person that has been put in, and this is all information that was written down, we cannot safely assume that they know what it was put in the box for, who it was sent to,
Yeah,
when that was recorded.
that's-
Gotcha.
But they probably know who it's for. If it was, and then we would know exactly. All you know is that it's for some Warforged from the Godforge. So he'd probably know, right? And then we'd know.
Yeah, but if this has been here for this
Yeah, but he
long,
didn't-
how
No,
does that?
I see where Warforged
It's
don't die.
over 1,000 years old. Yeah, they might still be around.
Mm.
Not to mention time's fucking shit.
Don't
Okay,
talk
yeah, magic
about-
bullshit,
No,
got it.
You get
Yeah,
your time.
Magic bullshit.
You get your time travel and all of that away from me.
I'm not trying to get it on you.
Really, because time travel has a habit of getting on everything around it when people fucking talk about it. So I don't want to end
I
up time
literally-
travel.
I literally can't get it off me.
Have you all eaten, by the way? Like, you all are eating well, right? I want to make sure. Like,
Findle, who
I'm
the
not
fuck
quite
are you
sure,
here for?
like- well, and I actually do have to wait for an answer for this one. The next Marie.
The minute the answer is given, Finn returns to normal.
Hey, bud, don't do that again.
I should think we
Don't
should...
do what again?
You were a guy.
You were a dwarf.
Nope.
Don't do that
You
again.
all.
I'm going back
I-
upstairs. Come get me when you're done.
I-
Just-
I
don't-
would like to
Oh,
not stay in the
oh.
scary basement, thank you.
Okay, you can all
It's
you
not
all can
all
come
bad.
back up. Actually, I think you should before.
Talon, rock, paper, scissors, one of them puts on the costume.
Not gonna put on. Talon is not gonna put on a
do it.
costume.
Talon, what? You're
You can
already
just
cursed.
do it if you want to.
You're already cursed.
Yeah, I don't want to
Do
be
they
cursed
stack
more.
on top of each other or cancel out?
Okay, so that's what, okay,
Probably
okay,
stack.
That's what I was wondering. If I put all of them on, what could happen?
See,
Nothing
but they
will
just
happen.
said some
You-
of them
you
are
have to wear
cursed
the
and some
whole
of them are
costume.
normal.
Well, this is the
It's
problem. This is the thing. I can't put it on my own. I only have one arm.
Yeah.
If you ever try to put a jacket on with only one arm, it's quite
Don't
literally
you-
the worst
Do you want
experience
me
of my
to
life.
wear the
And my
costume?
wife died.
Don't you know the cursed set of armor doesn't activate until you put it fully on? Cliff can't be cursed by these costumes because he cannot fully wear them.
What if
Is
I
there a
wore the most
costume that doesn't
badass-
have sleeves?
What?
I'm sure there
Hey,
is.
hey, hey,
Yes,
hey,
it's just
hey,
a vest.
hey,
Yeah.
we're looking for the wrong one. Why don't we look for the most badass one that has sleeves? Then I have the most badass costume on. Except for you, I don't want you choosing my fashion advice, and I point to the guy wearing a rib cage.
I wasn't gonna dress you in bones.
As
So,
you,
it's
as,
like
as
just
you
a-
guys get back to the top of the stairs having this conversation,
yeah.
Morrow walks back in, and Cricket is just standing in this room, like, hovering there, just piling things from the top shelf onto a plate to take them with her, presumably somewhere. Knock, you now know there's a hidden sweet supply on the top shelf that Cricket can
Let's
reach.
go. Is Cricket still small?
Yeah. Cricket's
Okay.
still small. They're just using their little backpack that lets them fly when they charge it up.
Oh,
They
okay.
pull the
Yeah.
I thought
cable.
that was
Well,
just
I
like a
wasn't
glider
sure.
thing.
I think she's
yeah,
asking if
I was
Cricket was
asking-
in her halfling form.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. No. So
Yeah.
Cricket changed back into a changeling, but none of the Pale Company's forms really change. Like, it is very
Okay,
clear
so
that they
they-
drop the mask, but the forms that they stay in are the
Okay.
size and shape that they tend to be more comfortable in.
Got it.
So Morrow is still very large. Cricket
Yeah.
is still quite small. Lace is still like wisp thin, and Venex is still an asshole.
Yes, of course.
But when Morrow sees this, he starts chasing Cricket around the kitchen. All right. Did you have any more
does Cricket-
questions as he like trips on a chair and just does the like hop on one knee, like grab your knee thing as he like composes himself? Did any of you have any other questions?
Yeah, how are we supposed to get better at our echoes if you're sending us on quests where we don't use our echoes?
You'll work on them here too?
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
You also said you would explain how existing in the Goblin Market works. Was that like the whole
Echoes conversation? Yes.
echoes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Oh my god, did they tell you that thing where if you die, you just disappear? Because that's utter
Yeah.
that literally
Yeah.
only happens if you're a divine being. So do not worry about that happening to any of you.
Thank
cool.
God.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have reason to be worried that will happen to you, in which case I would like my wish at your next available opportunity.
Mm.
Anything else?
Cricket, I gotta ask you about where you hid a journal.
Has Cricket dropped any of the sweets
No.
in the
No.
scuffle? Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
he's still trying to get that back?
Yeah.
He'll never find it.
What if I want to find it in exchange for information, huh?
Then you'll never find it either. You're not getting your journal back, Morrow, as she flies out of the room with the tray. I just...
Mara, why did she take your journal?
Cricket's like, I don't know, 8 years ago. Cricket's still an annoying teenager. I'm assuming I was trying to do some sort of parenting.
That is annoying.
Why don't you just
Now I can't
write a
remember
new
any-
journal?
Because all of my recipes are in the old journal, Talum.
So it's a
Recipes.
cookbook. It's a recipe book.
No, there's other stuff
a
written in
journal.
the journal too. It's not just a recipe book.
Oh, it's a
You write
cookbook,
all-
but it also has
It
feelings
has
in
the
it.
stories before the.
the blog
No,
post.
it has all sorts of things in it. It has the metallurgic mix of my armor in it.
Why would you mix
Mm.
that all in one journal and not just put it in?
Just-
Okay.
Because I didn't
Label
think
them.
I didn't think a petulant child was going to fucking steal it from me.
I'll find it. It's fine.
Sometimes you only have one place to put your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a benefit to you. You find the journal, you read the god's name in the journal, and then I can tell you the name that I do not remember because it is in the fucking journal.
Well, I might as well just read
No,
it
no,
then
no.
when I find it.
I mean, you're more than welcome to. I'd still love it back because let me tell you, when Cricket hides something, you forget what you're looking for, which means I do not know what is in the journal.
Oh.
Ah.
Except you know there's
Oh.
recipes and the
Yes, but if you
armor
ask,
stuff.
it's like trying to remember a dream. I can tell you exactly what's in it, but if I try to remember anything specific about it, it's gone.
Other than it's a journal with stuff in it. Got it.
Yes. We were going to do that to all of you when we left the dream, except Cricket liked the fact that you tried to stab Vinex. And,
Same.
and thought, and I quote, nobody should have that opportunity taken away from them.
See,
Uh-huh.
this is why I like cricket.
2 peas in a pod.
You all want to see your rooms?
Yeah.
Are we
Sure.
staying here just for the night or like
Nope.
for the
I don't
future?
know how long you're fucking staying here, however long
Okay.
you want, but we're keeping you here tonight.
At least
Got it.
until Conrad gives us information about whether he can get that warehouse and we can live above the tailor shop.
I also
How
don't
many-
need Othalia going outside getting turned into a vampire and then being invited back inside.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair.
That's something we gotta watch out for now.
Too soon.
Yeah.
No, totally fair, because I also can't have any of us wandering outside getting turned into a vampire and wandering back inside tonight.
How many rooms do you have? Because I don't think Nox gonna sleep by herself.
Well, I think a lot of people just quit, so probably a few. Let's go find out. And he leads you, like, back behind the stage, and it's very clear that the rooms that they're using as rooms are, like, dressing rooms
Mhm.
along the side. So, like, he just kind of, he leads you to a couple, he goes, there's 2 or 3 beds in each one. Stay wherever you want. Get a good night's rest. There's a bell inside from when the actors used to actually perform here. If you need anything, ring the bell. Someone will hear it, probably. If not, you may just have to stand up and go be a fucking adult and get it yourself. Any questions?
Anywhere we shouldn't go?
Outside.
Besides that, in here.
I don't care.
Okay. I was just making sure before we started wandering around aimlessly.
If you put on a cursed costume, I guess lock the basement door first. The spirits inside the costumes aren't particularly good with locks, so we'll probably just find you in the morning.
Cool.
Plan.
Do they just does the curse just cause you to wax poetic, you know?
No, it makes you try to make other people put the costumes on, but typically, listen, there's been 2 or 3 times when people have put the costumes on and we haven't known. The first time, it got half the Pale Company before they woke me up. Couldn't get a costume on me on account of how fucking fat I am, and I just beat the hell out of all of them and put them back in the basement. The second time, they realized that I now sleep at the top of the basement stairs. So...
Yeah, I'll do it.
That doesn't seem very comfortable.
Sleeping at the top of the basement
All the
stair.
time?
I have a room off to the side of it, Knock.
Oh.
Just
Not
sleep on the
sitting in
stairs.
front of the door.
I mean, he might. I don't know.
So if you're gonna put a costume on, just top of the stairs, straight to the right.
Just walk in for your ass kicking. Got it.
I've got it down to a science at this point. People are stupid, and Vinex is terrible at security. Most of the time. I mean, listen, he's good with the important things. The cursed costumes are not one of the more important things we do security against here.
Got it.
Alright. Split up however you want. I will find you in the morning. Do you all want a job first thing tomorrow?
Sure.
Why not?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
do not think it would be the
Bring it in.
worst thing for us to send you somewhere else for a few days to practice and kind of get the hang of things.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Alright.
Have a wonderful night. I'm gonna go
Good
sleep.
night.
I'm gonna go sleep like a corpse. And
Maybe not.
Now that you aren't one.
Corpses usually don't wake up.
I don't know. I did. Seems like
That's why I said
So did
usually.
you tell him?
Guys,
I
it's
woke up.
figures.
I thought that you said sleep like the dead, not like a corpse.
The joke was that he was almost one.
okay, so we'll say there's 7 of you, there's 4 rooms. How are we splitting up? You guys can split
I'm
up
going to
however
the
you want. There are
first
4
room.
beds in each room. But you can split up between
Where
all
is-
4.
Where is Finn gonna stay? I think Talon is gonna want to stick with Finn for the most part.
No, you don't.
No way in hell, man.
I love Finn. He's really goopy when he sleeps.
That is a statement.
I think Athalia would just kind of watch Mara walk away and just walk to the first door in front of her and not look at anybody. And assume that Naka's following.
I'll be in there later. I'm gonna wander around a little bit.
Elena, what about you?
Um,
Are you gonna follow Othalia in?
I think she is.
Okay. Okay. Cliff, what are you up to?
Let's go to bed. Don't you dare deny him.
I won't. You've earned it.
Wahoo!
He wants EP time.
Are you going into a room with other people, or are you just going in your own?
I'll find my own, yeah.
Okay.
Go snuggle with Talum and Finn.
And then,
They're goop.
okay, so Stella, that leaves you're the only one not in a room yet.
Yeah. And you said there's 4 rooms?
There are 4 rooms. You could take one to yourself, or you can go with Othalia and Elena, Talum and Finn, or Cliff.
Girls' night.
Nak will be, I'm assuming, in this room later, so.
I think Stella will peek her head in Othalia and Elena's room and try and make eye contact with Elena to see if she's invited or if they need girl time alone.
No.
I mean, you're welcome to.
I'm not gonna tell you no.
And then she will
What a
walk
dick
in.
move that would be. I'm not knock.
Hey, do you guys want to have a sleepover? No, fuck off.
Knock
didn't
just
want
says, fuck
Slumpy
you
either.
too! And she's like walking away. I invented the sleepover. Bitch.
I think Cliff might actually go with knock now that I think about it.
Cliff, as you open the door and you see
I like to imagine
this
Cliff like
room,
laid in
this
bed.
empty room, you just see Knock walk
Yeah.
by the door. Just that seems way more fun.
Well, no, I would like to imagine that Cliff like laid down for a second, went yep, no.
Do you think it was more? I have to know. Do you think it was more of that, or do you think it was like, oh, finally they're all going to be in one place and I can just relax? And then Knock walks by the door and he
And
goes,
then I hear Knock's feet.
Pitter patter.
The pitter patter of kobold feet
Yeah, we'll go-
receding into the distance.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Fuck, god damn it.
okay, okay. So Elena, Othalia, and Stella, the three of you are in a room together. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
Othalia.
And also remember, because I feel like this will be good for it, we all do still have our monologue tokens.
This is true. I think because Othalia was the first one to walk in the room, she kind of just walked in, surveyed it, chose the bed closest to her, walked up to it, and just collapsed face first. Her face is in the pillow. She is not moving.
Okay. Elena, what about you?
You dead? Does she not respond?
No, she doesn't.
You doing okay there?
Stella, will you poke her? I'm scared to touch her.
Ugh,
St-
that's true.
Stella will go over and kind of like give her a light shake.
What?
You want to talk about it?
She kind of shifts so her face isn't in the pillow anymore, and she just looks up at both of you. And she goes, honestly, I think I'd rather die. Can somebody else talk about their problems, please?
It's so valid. It's so fair.
Even if
know
it's
what?
simple.
When you say that, you just hear crunch, 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 and then from the upper corner of the room, yeah.
Cricket, what are your problems? Please tell me.
She kind of flutters down. Morrow is so mean to me. Also, that's my bed, but you can have it for tonight. I already put crumbs in it.
I appreciate that. What kind of crumbs are there?
She kind of like looks at the like tray of cookies she's holding, and she realizes that if she tells you, you might want her cookies. Bran.
Ew.
Do you need more fiber in your diet?
No, Morrow says nobody likes Bran.
You are getting shockingly more and more similar to Knock the more we speak to you, and it's scary.
I was here first. Knock's getting more similar to
No.
me.
But we've known Knock longer.
More,
No, I think
more
we're pretty
longer's
equally
not a
around the same
sentence.
time.
Morrow would get mad at you for that.
Carl gets mad at a lot of things.
I've known
Doesn't he?
Knock.
Speaking of my problems.
Tell
And-
us, girl.
And
girly.
she just starts ranting about Morrow asking her to do, like, genuinely reasonable shit.
High schooler.
So this is a high schooler.
Literally.
Okay.
As
Oh
As-
no.
in a different part of the building, Knock and Cliff are walking down the hall.
Didn't expect anyone to come with me, honestly.
And I figured you'd end up in some kind of interesting predicament, and that sounds way more interesting. You'll need to sleep right now.
I was going to talk to Vinex, so.
Yeah, there it is. That'll do.
Look, I feel kind of bad because half the reason that he told the Pale Company to reveal themselves, besides Leah's stuff, is that he was like, I'm pretty sure that Knock is already suspicious of me. And I feel kind of bad that they felt like they had to reveal that if it's partially me, because I mean, I did notice that he was lying about what his echo was.
Sure.
But I didn't think it was gonna be that extreme. I just kind of assumed that he was lying about what his echo was. Half of us didn't get checked by the manticores because we didn't want the manticores to know what our echoes were. So, like, I just kind of assumed.
And if they really didn't want to reveal it, they probably wouldn't have revealed it. So I don't know. I don't think you should beat yourself too much about. I don't think you should beat yourself up too much over it. But at the same time, if I really was curious, or if you'd let me know, I could have checked out to see what was going on with them. But I was just
Well, now I know that.
Right.
It was.
Well, I'd done it before, right
Mhm.
when we first met the Pale Company, and I never actually checked them when they did that.
It was just sort of a hunch when I saw him do the same thing that Rune does to Wander.
Sure. With the knife.
Yeah, with the knife.
Yeah.
But then he was training, Finn to be a morph, and I was like, that's why I assumed that the knife was like an item that had some sort of wandering power. And then when Rune confirmed that it was not, that was a wanderer specific thing on the boat, I was like, okay, so that is that's his power. So, at that point I was like, he's either a cross key or now I know, just
As you guys are kind of finishing this up, you arrive at the door to his office, and the door's closed, and there's curtains drawn over where the walls were previously empty, and you just hear kind of that, like, bounce sound of something inside the room being, like, bounced off an object and then hitting the wall.
She will knock on the door.
Come in.
And open it up. Everybody else is going to bed.
Everybody, oh shit, not who I expect. Oh shit, you guys still probably want to do that dream thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be tonight, though.
No, I mean, we can get it done. I just need a resident to go in with me.
Hi.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I figured you were here for.
No. I had other questions, but either way.
Oh, come on, take a seat anyways. We can ask your other questions, and then I'm not tired enough to drift right now anyways, so. And then he takes, like, this little 2-inch, like, throwing knife that he's playing with and bounces it off the arm of his chair and into the wall, where a bunch of other ones are beginning to resemble Marianne's face.
That's what all the noise was.
Yeah. I like to really have a grasp on the faces I'm going to make sure nobody ever uses again.
Can I try?
Sure.
I have more questions about
he
the
holds
faces.
out a cup full of, like, these little throwing knives to you, Cliff.
What do you want?
Wow.
You want a dex check?
No, you can literally just sit here and throw them with him.
Fucking nice.
You don't have to do anything. You guys are just like this. To you, this is like the equivalent of like an old soldiers game.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Exactly. That's why Cliff is joining in. Like,
what's your question about the faces? As he bounces another one.
The face no one will ever use again?
Oh yeah. So there's some faces in the Pale Company that are like, I don't know, they're
universally used.
No, almost like titles. Like if your face, like if you do a good enough thing for the Pale Company, the image you keep is forever immortalized as a mask that we can use to help the Pale Company through the line. Marianne, like her sister, received one of those from her family. And it will never be used again because she has sullied the reputation. And he bounces another one, and this one doesn't stick. This one bounces, and you watch for like a split sec, like you just catch the slightest little twitch. Anyways.
What's the vibe?
Annoyed. Like I got beaten a game I didn't know I was playing.
Yeah, that always sucks.
Yeah, it's a feeling I thought I was past. It's okay though. We have new players now. And we're going to turn you all into whatever you need to be to kill that bitch.
Fair enough. I know Leah's in on that. She was pretty much like, if anybody kills her but me, I'll be mad about it, Which, fair enough.
You know who else thought like that? Rune Kalis. And it almost got all of us killed. So maybe you let Othalia know to just take the shots you get.
She's more of a team player than he is.
That's not much of a surprise. So what'd you guys come up here for? If it's not for the dream and it's not for knowledge, as he sets three glasses on the table, and then pulls out what looks to be an incredibly old bottle of whiskey.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
What about you, big guy?
You said something to me, which I didn't expect to hear.
About not getting blitz drunk? This doesn't
No.
count.
No, not that. You said you did the right thing.
Yeah.
What did you mean?
You protect someone who is weaker than yourself because the situation called for it, even at great personal cost. That typically seems to me like the right thing.
Yeah, Nock, he said that to me right after I talked about saving Oath.
And I meant it. There's not a lot of people out here who look out for changelings. Anywhere in the multiverse. What she went through on your plane is not a unique occurrence.
Yeah, I don't imagine so. It's not that I feel that she's safer here, but
She's not.
the danger that existed there isn't the same danger, and the danger that is here for her isn't one that I can protect her from. I don't believe. I think she's strong enough to protect herself from it here, which is good.
I think you've all shown a surprising amount of grit for how absolutely fucked you've been since you showed up.
Yeah,
But-
definitely.
So, am I pouring 2 or 3, Cliff? Just while we're...
Oh, I'll take one.
All
Oh,
right,
definitely.
Cool. As he pours them out and just kind of like spreads them out on this, literally like the only table in this room is like a little circle table, like an end table.
Sure.
I mean, besides his desk, which is
Mhm.
basically just like a plank on one of the walls.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about where you're from,
Who, me?
either of you. I mean, like, we know your plane ended, but I'm sure nobody's actually asked you anything about your fucking plane yet. Everybody wants to
No.
mope in the wallowing of, well, mine died too. They all died. It doesn't mean that we can't, honor the memories of the people who came before us.
Nock, you can go first if you want.
Well, I mean, technically, I've recently found out that I'm not from the plane that I grew up in, but
Mhm.
I don't know where I'm really from or anything about it other than a lot of bad stuff, which is
You're from the first
Not-
place you felt at home. Anywhere before that doesn't fucking matter.
yeah. But yeah, I grew up in Brester.
That a big city?
Yeah, one of the bigger ones in Sylvanaria, which is a lot for an orphan with no memories. I spent a lot of time outside of this one ice cream shop that had like really big hedges, so it was easy to hide nearby. And oh my god, it's kind of the reason that I'm like obsessed with sweets now, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because of ice cream?
Yeah.
Hey. Don't doubt the power of ice cream and not playing.
I mean, especially when you spend,
I just don't know how you make it without magic.
Oh, it's really easy. We used to make Athalia raspberry ice cream when she was younger.
a lot
Back
of
to this
arm
i-
power.
Back to this ice cream place. Although I'd love to
Yeah.
hear more about that later. That pours another one.
It was called Moon Milk. Yeah. But I didn't have any skills because I didn't have any memories. So it was hard getting anything to eat. And I used to watch other kids run in and out of there. And that was kind of where I first learned about the concept of money. I just saw things being exchanged for food that I wanted, and
You found out the second rule of money, which is if nobody sees you take it, you didn't.
yeah, sort of. I mean, technically the first thing I learned was that there's no such thing as a free handout, and that there's some value in what someone offers you in one way or another. Because the first person I asked about it held their sundae out to me and then dumped it on the ground.
Damn,
Dickhead.
that's fucked up.
And I still ate it. And they laughed.
Shit.
Did you rip their throat out?
No?
Missed
I didn't-
opportunity.
That was when I got introduced to the gutter veil. And, well, technically it's when Ardred found me. He was kind of the guy that organized everything. Spooked him. But what's funny is that same kid ended up growing up to be the captain of the guard.
Mm. You know, being a dickhead is a prerequisite to being a guard in most places.
Pretty much. But I loved Brester.
Why'd you keep
Even
up
though-
with his life?
That's a great question that I will not answer. Coward. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? All right. We'll exchange information when you start sharing about your life. How about that?
Cool. I was raised here. I'm gonna die here. That's pretty much it, actually.
Uh-huh. How about your shitty relationships? Let's hear about it.
What shitty relationships?
You've never
The last girl
interacted
I
with
liked,
anyone?
the last girl I liked so Rune Kalis so much, she made it all of our fucking problems. So I've been staying away from relationships, if you don't mind.
Got it.
Okay, your turn. Why'd you keep up
I
with
don't
this
know.
life so much? That's not a thing I mean, it's important to keep track of where the guards are.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a little hard to not run into the guards when you're doing crime all the time.
Really? Cricket says it's easier when you're small.
Yeah, but I was always looking out for a group, and I'm better at breaking out of jail than everybody else is, so sometimes it's easier to take the fall.
What about you, Cliff? You ever break out of jail?
No.
No?
No.
You ever commit a crime? Aside from, like, the whole, you know...
From the war crime?
Yeah, I mean... You ever commit any
No, that's
crimes
kinda-
not related to the military?
No. That was pretty much it. Just I just did the big one.
Oh, yeah.
Classic war crime.
Hey, you know what? Everyone hits a speed bump where they murder all their friends and take on and pretend to be dead and live a new life every once in a while.
Yeah. Turns out considered officially a serial killer war crime. You know, it's only 3. 3's crazy.
It's okay. They won't
I
find
feel like
you.
it
They're
should be
probably looking for a guy with both arms.
They also probably aren't looking anymore. They are dead.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, everyone is wiped out.
Yeah.
I don't know. We had encounters. It's kind of a weird situation.
He just reaches
Yep.
out and pours you more whiskey. What about you? A little bit more for you too?
Yeah, sure. I'll take some.
So, Cliff, tell us about a relationship that worked, hopefully, please.
Yeah, Cherish was the reason that I kind of left the military the first time, which was pretty great. She kind of gave me a reason to not want to die, which was good.
Sounds like you had a really easy relationship. Instructions on partner.
Yeah. To cherish her? Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean,
100%. Very easy reminder. I mean, same reason I call oath, swear an oath to protect, everything like that.
oh,
Yeah, I wanted to just call an oath, but then Cherish was like, it's not enough syllables, and I was like, it's easy to remember, whatever.
when has more
So-
syllables ever made a name better?
I've always listen. This was the one thing, and this is what I was saying about Othalia's first kind of crush is like too many syllables, and it's fine. Like I'm bordering on Sebastian, but anyway.
I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of straight to the point names.
That's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
biased.
That's what I'm saying. Cliff Vale, simple. You know what I mean?
Knock.
Kept it simple.
No
Thank you.
surname.
Super simple.
Pretty
Oh,
sure.
fuck,
Yeah,
I got
no.
2 syllables, so I feel like I'm just the odd man out here.
Yeah. That's why I called you Kale when we first met you.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's fair.
It's simple, right?
It was
But yeah,
too many syllables.
Cherish was wonderful. She was great. Kept me going, which was good. Kind of sucked when I was forced back into the military, but I got out of that, as we can tell. Ran away from that. But yeah, that's about it. Well, I had a brother and sister as well, but that doesn't mean anything. I was super young.
Blood or bond?
Pretty sure blood. Pretty sure. Both younger. Died when I was young, so yeah. But yeah, That's I guess that's decent relationship. Cherish.
Yeah,
I mean, you
not
had and
bad.
kept a wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty well.
I mean, technically, mine was still some kind of situation when the world ended, but I
For
wouldn't have
sure.
called it a relationship. So,
For sure.
Mine tried to kill me less than an hour ago. So
Hmm.
I think
I mean,
I think she likes me, folks. And he holds up his glass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
shit
mind.
clinks.
Yeah. Cliff joins. He's like, yeah, it's a good sign sometimes. If they get riled up enough to kind of yell at you, sometimes it kind of means that they care enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they try to kill you, it means that you know.
Yeah, how riled up do they have to be to try to hang you from your throat? Because that is what I just went through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so Rune Kalis' wife, her sister. How much of a mess was that?
A
Yeah,
lot.
really.
A big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in like the world's messiest love triangle, I guess.
I was
wouldn't even say the
I was
world's,
watching
Mark. I
from
would
the
say the
side of the
universe
triangle
is-
as it imploded, actually.
Yeah. That's kind of the universe's worst love triangle.
And now she's involved with Talum's brother.
Do we even get to go
Um,
there? Because that's gonna be.
Yep.
Talon's got his own stuff going on. I mean,
Dark elves are complicated.
it's so complicated that
I
you
mean,
wear.
shit, if
No.
they're involved together, at least you guys might not have to kill him.
Yeah. Not. Could you make sure one thing for me?
Sure.
If I die, can you please make sure Thali doesn't start wearing my rib cage? That's
Oh, yeah, what are the bones about with your buddy?
He robs
don't-
graves. That's the
Yeah,
thing
I
he
don't-
does.
I don't know.
He
what's
was
it-
like,
Rob?
we
I don't
first
wanna
met,
know
and he
that.
was like, sometimes people come back to life. And I was like, no, they don't. And he was like, yeah, they do sometimes.
Hey, in my experience, and I've tried, they don't.
Yeah.
Huh.
Also, in my experience, people don't come back to life. Well,
Yeah.
no, I prevented Morrow from dying. So
I'm just
Still.
gonna, real quick, I just need you all to know.
Sure.
You know, I've met
Yeah.
a lot of people in the goblin market, and you guys have kind of asked us why all this stuff keeps happening to you.
Yeah.
Y'all are kind of fucking weird.
I don't think we're
Fuck
any
you.
weirder than everybody
But,
else
you know,
here.
Well, okay, let's break it down from just the top of what I know. Soldier, fracturer,
Yeah.
with an adopted daughter who is a changeling who murdered a group of his own men.
Not weird. Survival instinct. Keep going.
Okay, adopting a changeling, you may not be aware of, but is few and far from the normal of anything going on here. Let's look at you,
Oh,
Nock.
Yeah.
You're from a place, but you don't know if you're from a place.
Well, I mean, I'm getting those memories back.
Okay, not a normal sentence.
Well, they were in the bank, and I got them back.
Normal here apparently.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
just-
didn't
let's
you
just-
say you're from here? Isn't like memories always a currency here?
That's y'all.
Memories
shtick.
are always a currency, but people are typically aware of what they've gotten rid of and gotten back.
How can
Let's-
you be
let's
aware
move-
of it?
let's-
You forgot.
Let's move on to Captain Ribcage.
Uh,
Do we even want to argue with me on that one?
No.
yeah, no, he's weird
Cool.
for sure.
Last time you were here, one of your two tieflings was talking to a hammer.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't even want to.
Cliff, your daughter just had what might be one of the most lethal breakups to ever happen in this building, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
And from what Cricket's little whispers tell me, Stella can walk to the Twilight Path. And to
Is it
cap
really
it
whispers?
all off, no, Cricket doesn't whisper at all.
yeah.
And to top it all off, you have the only Warforged I have ever seen that is somehow wet.
Yeah.
So you
that
can
one,
say
like,
a lot of
listen.
things.
Well,
Callum's weird. That one really messes with me as well.
Talum's, you know what? Talum's weird just based on the fact that he is now sleeping under my roof, under my hospitality, and his brother is married to my ex-girlfriend. So that's weird in and of its own fucking thing over there.
Yeah.
So, have we established that nobody in this building is fucking normal?
Yeah.
Then if we
Cheers.
approach it with that, we'll make it through. Or we'll fucking die. Here's to a quick one. And he holds up his glass.
Yep.
Cheers.
Knocks for it. Yep.
Cheers.
To dying fast, dying painless, and to not seeing it coming.
Dying with reason. And then Cliff drinks.
And he drinks his glass and then slumps forward and bounces his head off the table.
And that's probably a good sign for me to go to bed as well.
Did I get you?
Yeah.
Did it work? No? Fuck. Normally people like laugh or scream or at least do something. As he like picks himself up and you notice that like a cut on his head is just seamlessly disappearing.
Mm.
Well, shit.
Impressive.
Sorry. You were saying.
Oh, just impressive to cut yourself on such a tiny table.
Oh, no, I made the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
Are we doing the stream thing?
Sure.
Cool. Buckle the fuck in. Knock, take a seat right there.
What?
You're gonna sit down. Cliff, I'm just gonna have, well, okay. He holds a hand out to you, Cliff, and he goes, all right, grab hold of that for me.
Uh-huh.
And then he takes a cloth and he wraps it around both of your hands.
Oh, last time I did this, I got married, mate.
Oh, yeah, no, this is so you don't lose me in the dream. Very similar concept, but I don't want to fuck you. Alright, Knock.
It's because you lost all the silver in your hair.
Yeah.
That is true. I liked you better.
And another arm.
I liked you better when you looked more like a changeling.
Damn.
Alright, now we just sit here and wait for Knock to fall asleep. Hey, why is your hand sweaty? And we're gonna cut away from them.
Why is your hand sweaty?
As we go to Talon.
I was talking about my wife.
Sitting in this room.
The last time I did this, I was getting married.
Finn and Talon. It's just the two of you in here.
Just
You hear laughter and cricket complaining coming from the room next door.
And it's just like over like in the corner of the room, just like standing at rest, but like, you know, at attention. They're not really sure why Talon came into the room or why Talon wanted to be here, but you know, if Talon wants to talk, Talon can talk.
I feel like Talon would kind of be for the first little bit setting up his bed and, you know, setting down his things. But then probably just kind of sit in silence for a little bit as we're kind of just awkwardly both in this room. And then Talon's going to say, you know, Finn, there's a lot about you that, you know, obviously you don't know, we don't know. But I just wanted you to know that I'm worried about you sometimes. And I just wanted you to make sure that you knew that at least someone is here for you.
It's strange. Everyone seems so concerned. After I came back too. But we went upstairs. And no one talked about it. They said I did something. Was a guy. A dwarf. But then, when the moment passed, nothing.
Yeah, you know, that kind of happens a lot.
It happens more than you think.
Yeah, things kind of get brought up and then passed along pretty quickly.
It always seems convenient.
I mean, sometimes it's just that we don't know what happened either. But you did, I'm forgetting how it started initially. No, Cliff asked you your rank and who your orders are from. And you turned into this dwarven guy. His name was Findal. And we asked him 3 questions. And then it was back to you.
And is processing this information as you're giving it to him. And like as they're like processing, you see like their head like snap back to like the same way whenever something is going on in that little round head of his. As he just responds with affirmative, but it's not to you, if that makes sense.
Do you know who Findal is in that little round head of yours?
I do not. Or I suppose it makes more sense to say I do not. You do not know what you do not know what you do not know.
That's true.
It could be in here, but I was not aware I could dream. I was not aware I had memories. I did not know I had a journal. And like they raise up their hands as they're like saying that. These were not made to write.
I don't want to pry too much. Last time I did that, you almost shut down again, or got a little scary. But if there's anything that you realize or remember, feel free to share with us, or at least with me. I'd like to know how Finn's doing.
It's like you're saying that. They're just last time, the rest of that shift. Not questioned me to a similar effect. When it was too late, I came back to. They said I was weird. That my everything, that I turned red. And like, it's not a uncommon occurrence. A pawn does not need to know everything about the. And like when they like they're trying to finish that statement, their body jolts forward again. Lineage assessment processing. Lineage recognized. Lineage connected to Operation Cinderstone. Inquire as to Operation Cinderstone. Inquire to the operative Ashen Core.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes. Finn does it. Finn like is standing there, and they don't know that they've said anything.
What's Cinderstone?
Processing. Inquiry. What is Cinderstone?
You, as you think to yourself, what is Cinderstone? You feel something click as hundreds of files begin to open in your head. Pictures, names, places, locations, the names of the people involved in whatever this was. And the one thing they all have in common is deceased, except for one file, the file you were pushed to inquire about. Operative Vex Ashen Core. Missing in action. Last known location, Sylvanaria. Operation Cinderstone, incomplete but active.
Operation Cinderstone. Incomplete but active.
Okay. I don't really know where to go with that. That's like,
go with what?
There's stuff going on in your head. Clearly you don't know about it that much. Because every time something like that happens, you don't remember it. It's like there's two brains in you.
As Callum says that, Finn, you feel something from that new programming stop for a moment and think about that before words begin to flash behind your eyes. Machine memory recognized, searching for other protocols. Other protocols causing stability recognized. Protocol Alwyn, quarantined. Protocol unknown biological entity, quarantined. Fin unit neutralized of outside influence to maintain optimal performance. System message, hello Finn. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Callum, stop fucking killing Finn! Oh my god.
I'm trying to figure things out.
God damn, I'm so sick of this shit.
Shaking the baby!
Bro, like, I swear he keeps
trying to help him.
quests. He keeps
I
tracking our
didn't shake the
quests.
baby that
Oh
hard.
my god.
Me literally texting Olive and being like, I think I broke Finn. Never fucking mind. It was Talum.
Oh,
my god.
It was me. I broke Finn. It burned my hand, so I punched it.
Literally, he's fine.
My God.
Okay, so your question for next week is if your character had a sudden windfall of cash, how would they spend it?
This is so easy.
It wouldn't.
And we'll get right to our outros. Flam, take it away
Trinkets.
for me.
Hi, my name is Flamtastic. I play Elena Worldwalker, the tiefling from New Eureka. My favorite part of the session was Morrow. That's
Fair
it.
enough.
Hi, I'm Panda, Panda's POV. I play Talon Kane, the drow from Darkbreach. My favorite part of the session was when Nock and Cliff and they were talking about how weird Talon was. Which happens a lot.
It's the fact that he just had to be like Talum, and we were both like, yeah, that guy.
That guy.
God.
He's a weird guy.
Cliff's,
Yeah.
like, I don't even, it's not, like, liking or disliking. Cliff's just genuine confusion over Tala might be one of my favorite, like, inter-party, like, relationships ever.
Hi, I'm Snyder. I play Stella, your amazing desert elf. I think my favorite part was them being like, yeah, wandering to the Twilight Path is just preposterous. It's insanity. And I was like, oh my god.
Did you read it? It's so easy. Everyone should be able to do it.
Hi, I'm Barlow. I play Othalia Vale, the changeling from Nuadia. And honestly, my favorite part was getting a more detailed explanation on how echoes work, because my original notes were not cutting it. So I appreciate it.
Literally.
Hi, my name is Sky. I play Nock, the kobold from Katarin. And I think my favorite part of the session was not getting to say any of the things that I wrote down to say to Vinex because Cliff came with me. I had like a notes app full of just various things that I was like, yeah, Nock would say these things. Like she's got feelings about what happened. And then she was like, Cliff's here, Dad's here. I can't say any of these things.
I can't let him see me be nice. God.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't let anyone know that I'm not a stone cold bitch.
Information cockblocker. That's crazy.
God, okay, I will say, I loved the moment, though, where Nock was like, oh yeah, let's hear about one of your bad relationships. He just tried to fucking murder me.
Can do, pal.
Oh.
Hello, my name is Term. I play Finn, the Warforged from Zrea, as far as he knows. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun getting thrown into the deep end, into the lore deep end, and doing my best to be like, I have to answer questions, but not answer questions. That was really fun.
I didn't think you guys were gonna give Finn the box, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't.
Man literally said, we're going, like, this is waiting for a robot. Oh, well, I guess we'll just give it to the robot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And finally,
My name is Matt. I play Cliff Vale, Human Ranger Dad. I think my favorite part was Talon breaking Finn again. That's classic Talon for us over here. I also enjoyed PT trying just absolutely fucking rattling off all these fucking procedures. I mean, you guys saw it. He was dedicated to that bit, and yeah, that was because you should have seen as everybody's jaw slowly was just getting lower and lower and lower, and as certain things got said, like there were just hiccups and lower and lower, like.
got a lot of these.
I love that
it was just like pixie lava incubation cycle, whatever, and this guy just goes.
Yep.
Her jaw just dropped.
Optimal pixie drop points.
That's the one.
That was the one that I was concerned about.
I love that Cliff is the only person who's had a private conversation with Finn that hasn't broken Finn.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be fair, that was before you started eating random items.
True.
Anyways, everybody, Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. The question for next week, just as a reminder to all our players, is if you had a sudden windfall of money, what would you do with it? And everybody at home, if you have a sudden windfall of money, you should check out bitscrits.and halfwits.shop to buy this awesome merch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I gotta respect that one. That one was good.
Thank you. We'll see you next week for another episode. Until then, be a good person. It's not that hard.
Well,
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Bye.
Adios.
Yeah.
Sky gives us a quick glimpse at the red line board that is currently making up their entire room.
this guy has a panic attack, basically.
Literally,
The board got even
the
bigger.
dark flame is not getting better,
I'll be
and I'm
I'll be-
concerned about it.